Okay, so we're going into the shamatha is finished Vipassana section. Vipassana meditation. Vipassana has two different levels. You know that, yeah? Do you or no?
Not surprised, but I don't know.
I thought you all know two different levels. There has called analytical meditation and the rest in the mind meditation. Two different levels. So analytical is a little bit harder. It takes long time to share that teaching, not just shortly giving information. We don't have time to all go through analytical meditation. So main point is analytical has two different analytical section has. One is called selflessness of personal meditation. Second one is called selflessness of phenomena meditation. So these two is actually followed by the Buddhist philosophy direction. That means like you have to use logic and investigating. And we have to recognize self is not exist. So we have to recognize self is delusion, Actually that's logically approving, use logic. So we think about where is self. Actually self means like only one. Like you thinking about only one, right? You don't have two. I means only one. So that is one with like thinking, oh, I is one, is permanent, inherently one exists there. But then logically check, this body cannot be self. The reason is the body is a compound of phenomena, many parts or particles. So body is not a one. Self is only one. So that's the reason cannot be self is body. Then we think about like, okay, 5 aggregates. Person actually means 5 aggregates. So 5 aggregates, self is same or different. It cannot be same. The reason is, so 5 aggregates is 5, right? Self is 1. 1 cannot be 5. So then we don't have 5 different self. We don't have I, like it's 5, right? And one person has 5 different eyes, not possible. Only one, we have one eye. So that's the reason this 5 aggregates cannot be self. So then 5 aggregates cannot be self, then you investigate, look, where is self? So you really cannot find any place located permanently inherently exist. But we have self. So then why is that? That means like we don't have realized selflessness of a person. So then why we have self and I is actually delusion. Same is like you are in the dream, so that time you have I and they have others. You can attach to many things, you can hit to many things in there. But when you wake up, it's always delusion, it's gone. In the dream, self and other both are not exist when you wake up, right? Same thing, right now we thinking about self and I is actually delusion. It's you investigate and examine, self and I is not exist. So we have to recognize that. This is called analytical meditation, using logic and investigate. So also we have to meditate that, meditating, So how to meditate the selflessness of a person? To follow by same is like idea. This morning we did mindful body meditation, right? And that is like actually level is gross level mindful body meditation. So then you can go a little bit more subtle level. Mahayana tradition is mindful body meditation is more subtle level than that. So when you meditate, like, okay, your mind is resting with your head. Okay, so then you resting and at the same time you can analyze your head. Your head is not yourself. self is only one permanent entity. This head is many parts of particles. Also, this head is compound of phenomena. That means your head is not self. So you recognize your head is not self. Then you want to go more detailed level, you can follow by this morning saying your nose, ears, each one like, cannot be self. Then you look to your upper body, like, you can, like, each part, you analyze. First you meditate, and then analyze. So you can go a little bit more deeper way. You can focus your body, example, your upper, like, shoulder here, right shoulder, and then mind resting with your shoulder, and then slowly comes analyze. Your minds become more stable, right? Then you can analyze, this shoulder cannot be safe. The reason is this upper shoulder, right shoulder is like many part of particle. It's compound of phenomena, no exist. And then you go to left shoulder and your whole body like that. Meditate. Your whole body, you cannot find the self is exist. So then self is really not exist in the whole your body. Then where is the self? If not, your body is not self, then where you have self? Can you find any other place located? No, right? You cannot find. So then you realize the selflessness of person. So you have to meditate that way. So this meditation also helps for us when you have, same is like follow yesterday, I share with you 4 different level mindful meditations. It's a different aspects, they have different ways our emotion, right? So different ways help for us. Same thing, this selflessness of personal meditation really helps when you have sadness and you have scared, anxiety, emotions. Look to yourself. Who is anxiety? Who is sad? Who is unhappy? So you look to investigate yourself. So you cannot find self, then you recognize no one is anxiety, no one is sad there, no one is like kind of like depression. So you think that meditate and then realize, it's become selflessness of a person. Then you can release all this, your problems, like just main point is a problem, so many different problems, right? So this all problem is naturally released, go away. Make sense or no? Yeah, so we need mindful awareness. Long as you have mindful awareness, when you get something upset, close eye and look, where is this going on? Who is going on? Where is, right? Examine yourself. So then you cannot find anything in there. So then you stay in that. Nothing found, you stay in mind, is relaxed there. And then all this problem is naturally go away. You don't have to find any solutions. Okay? Some people are really scared for ghosts, spirits, Some people think, my home has spirits, ghosts, some follow me, and they make me like kind of obstacles. So that kind of have, so many people have suffering problems. The reason is why is that happening because grasping and self and the fixation, thoughts bring that problem. So you make the selflessness of a person, this all can be released easily. No one like ghost follow you. Then the ghost is not actually exist there. The ghost you really cannot harm for you because you are not exist. Yeah, then God also not exist. So usually we bring our thoughts, bring this ghosts and the spirits. So next time you give that suggestion for others who ask, who say, God's disturbing me, you know, I have so many problems. Many people has that problem, right? Especially Asians has a lot of problems about ghost, follow them, and disturbing, you know, then the suffering, really scared all the time. The long as you have scared and nervous, then God is able to, because thoughts brain, you know. Same is like this morning we meditated Buddha Shakyamuni, long have devotion and visualize Buddha there, right? The positive, negative also same thing. God is able to them there right away. So then you, that time what you have to do, and you also have something method and like, okay, we meditate selflessness of person. Then God is not exist. You are also not exist. So God cannot, ghost cannot, spirits cannot, and make obstacle for you. So that's why we have to meditate selflessness of a person. Then selflessness phenomena is like very similar. Yesterday we meditated selflessness. Phenomena, mindful phenomena meditation, right?
Right.
So this is a more deeper level than that. Selflessness of a phenomena means you think about yourself, you recognize you are not exist. Then same thing, you look to other or this outer level phenomena. You have to investigate, think about this outer phenomena is not exist or is emptiness. So examine, you know, use investigating, logically proving is nothing is exist external level. So you see that, like you intellectually you understand the selfless, you know, then we meditate and comes like, you know, like realize, then called selflessness of phenomena, realization arise. So that means like then we can reach the Buddhahood. So you have fully understanding emptiness, you know, fully realize emptiness meditation. Selflessness of phenomena, realization is realize emptiness. Same is like Heart Sutra, what we say, you know. Heart Sutra, like all this form is empty, emptiness is a form, form is no emptiness, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness is no other than form. So then you can follow this same idea is like five aggregates, or is emptiness. So then that is actually is part of the selflessness of phenomena meditation. Then you can recognize that, and you intellectually know that doesn't much helps you, but then you have to meditate, practice, and one day you can get realization. It's like emptiness realized. Okay, so that's called selflessness of phenomena meditation. So then today we're going into the rest in mind meditation. So this Vipassana has two sections, analytical section and rest in mind, you know, meditation, two different levels. So analytical is followed by two different levels. I already shared with you. Selflessness of person, selflessness of phenomena. So this is actually cover for this analytical meditation part, okay? So now we're going into the selflessness, not selfless, sorry, rest in mind meditation. Yes or no? Okay, so rest in mind meditation is going like yesterday we meditated shamatha. So when you get the third part of shamatha, what do you practice? What you did? Third part of shamatha. Huh? Yeah, rest in mind. We don't use any particular object, right? So just you are aware, and the mind is not really focused with any object. We practiced that or no? We did, yeah, we did, yeah. Yesterday, yeah. So I shared already teaching also yesterday. Okay, so that's yesterday the way I shared this meditation is like we just no any thoughts, no really we have focus any object particular, just minds ever and be present, right? It's there, but not really going to follow any thoughts. That is the last part of shamatha meditation. So today is like I'm going to share with you this Vipassana resting mind is different than that, more deeper than that, more deeper level than that. Yesterday, so we don't think anything. Mind is beware there. So Vipassana is Tibetan called Lam Tong, means like have to seeing something special. Like before we never see something, we're going to see that. It's called Lam Tong, means special seeing. That's why I call it special insight meditation. English, right? So we never see some before something, no, we're going to see that. That is called Lam Tong, means we never see before we're going to see that. Yeah? So that is called Lam Tong. So know how to meditate that one, practice. Followed by yesterday, exactly we have to follow that way. First, we go into the shamatha, last one. Then you look into your mind. See, this all shamatha section, we never look into the mind. Just a whole different level is mind is resting. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we did all resting, different levels where mind is resting, using different method. You know, release thoughts. So this one is look into the mind. So look into the mind means like when you meditate, long as you don't have thoughts, then you can look into your mind. Your awareness can watch your mind. You can look into your mind. Actually, we don't have two minds. One person has only one mind. No one has two minds, right? So that's why it's hard to share the teaching. There's no really subject and object. But when you meditate, long as you have awareness, you can recognize what talking about, you know. Kind of like this means like own experience way. Long as your meditation is correct, going right direction, so you can recognize yourself. So awareness, like different aspect mind, watching your mind. It's one mind can have two different aspects, right? So that's why it's awareness is one of aspect that watch your mind. So then that look to your mind, you can recognize yourself experientially. So your mind is empty. And that empty is present. The present is clearly there, clear, no nothingness, clear. The clarity, emptiness is inseparable. So you can kind of like awareness recognize. Long as you recognize, your mind be present, ever stay in that, you know, that kind of awareness. So that is called spiritual insight meditation. So you don't have to thinking about, oh, mind is empty. So that's also wrong. So mind is empty. Is that you really cannot meditate anything. Okay? And your mind is, nature is empty, but it's, you can see it's present awareness. Recognize that and state that, you know, awareness, present. So then that naturally it's emptiness. You don't have to focus with empty, you know. So then you meditate, that is called spatial insight meditation. It's totally different than shamatha meditation. Shamatha is with most loosely focused with external level. External level. This Vipassana is internal level. Difference. So most people are confused. The last part of shamatha and Vipassana, they don't recognize the difference. The last part, shamatha, actually, they're really not looking into the mind. But just mind is there, aware of everything, no follow the thoughts, stable. You're not really look into the nature of mind. But no thoughts is be there. Do you understand what the difference is? Yeah. So there's a big difference. Okay? So that's why this is called the spatial insight meditation. Shamatha, beyond the words, beyond the expression, really cannot show for someone. So we cannot like show, say, okay, this kind of like spatial insight meditation. Nothing can show. Shamatha is easy to say, okay, your mind is resting with this object. Yeah, focus with the breath. Easy to teach for show for like subject object there. But no spatial insight meditation, no really subject object there. You have to recognize your own experience. You know, awareness recognize your mind's empty. Emptiness is present, is be there. So that is you have to maintain that present moment. And then this is a spatial insight meditation. So we know that lots of stories about these teachers like Telopa, he cannot show for Naropa, right? What he did? He did shoes for Naropa, but I really don't know this is the truth or not. So when Telopa shared the Naropa is in Genje Mahamudra, in there he never hit the shoes. Actually, he really talked about Mahamudra is a special insight meditation there. Story follows as like Telopa hit shoes Naropa. So could be, but I don't know that's true or not.
It was an object.
Yeah. So Telopa, that means like he really cannot show for Naropa. So that means like actually nothing can show there. So no object of the showing. If something is object is there, then Telopa could be he can show for Naropa, right? Because he cannot show means nothing to show there. Nothing object of show in there. So you have to recognize your own experience through your own experience. Meditate. That is called spatial insight meditation. So when we meditate that, then in the beginning we have to follow the mind. Of course, this other practice meditation levels you can go first is very good. So then mind generation is very important. The reason is that it's a very performed teaching, you know, like highest level performed. If people who don't have enough accumulation merit, so have lots of obscurations. So that's the reason we have to create accumulation merit. And the Gonkaju tradition, see, we follow by 5-part Mahamudra. And first we cultivate love, compassion, bodhicitta. So this is called special preliminary practice. So special preliminary practice also done with together uncommon preliminary practice. Uncommon preliminary practice like 100,000 times prostration, 100,000 times Vajrasattva accumulation, 100,000 times refuge prayer, 100,000 times Guru Yoga. So this all have to do together. It's called uncommon preliminary practice. So this uncommon preliminary practice is like become really effectively, if it goes right direction, have to go with common preliminary practice is 4 thoughts meditation. Long as you have 4 thoughts meditation, uncommon preliminary practice become more effective. It's become very strong. And then uncommon preliminary practice is followed with special preliminary practice, love, compassion, bodhicitta. So that's all part of preliminary practice. Then we visualize the Yidam deity, right? So Yidam deity, we just share a little bit as a meditation. So yesterday I shared the Buddha Shakyamuni. This morning we talk about Buddha Shakyamuni. So that's all is a part of Yidam deity practice. And then also same time Guru Yoga. Guru Yoga means like visualize our Ru Guru, supplication, mentally visualize, and the lineage teachers. So they also have something special blessing come from. And then into the Mahamudra. So Mahamudra right now we're talking about a special insight meditation. It's actually when into that level is nothing different. So how to get into that level has different kind of method using. Vipassana, Mahamudra has different method go into that level. But when you are into this natural state, is nothing different because it's only one nature. So we don't have many natures, only one nature. So if we come to in this house, many different roads, right? You can come in. So they have like at least three different directions come in. It's when close to this house become 2 directions, but you go more further, there are many directions. So then into the house is one house only. So that means like this all the different teachings follow different angles, and going into the main purpose is one thing, they're not different. So now we're talking about the result, right? Result, yeah, it's like essence of this whole teaching, essence of the nature, absolute truth. So then Mahamudra, Dzogchen, and Vipassana is Mayamika. Vipassana is a can be Mayamika way, So this is the Mayamika teaching. So this all comes in together is one. So then when you're going into that practice, so also using different kind of method. So Digong Kagyu tradition, right now I just share 5 part of Mahamudra way direction. And Vipassana maybe follow this mindful meditation, shamatha meditation, then go into Vipassana. So that different angle to come in there, yeah? And then when you get in the Vipassana, like special insight meditation, so we have to cultivate all the time. It's a method, means like skillful method. Not always stay in the like resting mind. If stay all the time in the resting mind means like then sometimes you get obstacle or can be you stuck in there. You cannot really purify sometimes obscurations. So that's the reason they have to bring together skillful method and wisdom together. So skillful method is before when you're going into the this special insight meditation, you have to cultivate bodhicitta. Then supplication to Guru and into that meditation. Sometimes when you are in the meditation, like you have expectation to bless or good experience, want something like that kind, you have expectations, then that also become obscuration. So then you have to practice Yidam deity. Sometimes your mind is dulled, not so clear, and kind of like you're stuck in there. So that time you have to practice Vajrasattva and then chant mantra and take off a couple wakes, then go back to special insight meditation. So then also you can do one section in the all this together, means like before go into the meditation, mind generation, bodhicitta, lies guru and the yadam to the meditate. Then if you see some other beings when you meditate, like example, you meditate here, you can see the lake and this bird is going into the lake and get the fish, right? So if you kind of seeing like that kind, then you cultivate a loving kindness, compassion meditation. So you see all these beings as like Buddha nature, same nature where we meditating, but they don't recognize. So these beings are ignorant, you know, create the causes of suffering. So you see that comes a strong compassion for these other beings. Then that's a compassion is like very powerful. And then go back to meditate again. So this meditation have to go together. Skillful method and wisdom have followed together, not only one part. Then practice like of one day you can be realized, purify karma, you know. So now I want to share with you here. See, right now we are in the page 26. So this is the exactly, you know, what we have to do, meditate. Sure, see, at my own mind, with mind alone. You have two minds or no? Only one mind, right? But you at my own mind with mind alone means like kind of two mind there. Yeah? See, actually, only one mind and like you know, kind of like awareness, mindful can watch our mind. Yeah. So then that means like at my own mind with mind alone. See, that's a special insight meditation. Then you log that, what do you recognize? With nothing to identify. It's just like space. Since you feel is your mind, it's emptiness. So that is also one part of the aspect mind. Your mind should have different kind of aspects. So empty, color, inseparable. So here talk about three different things. So first is like log into your mind, you're seeing mind is emptiness. Just like as space, yeah? It's very powerful, you meditate this way. With nothing to whatever to see, vividly clear. See, your really cannot see is empty, but that is like vividly, clearly, you cannot whatsoever to see, means nothing really can see any physical objectly there. Nothing exists there. So in this essence, which is emptiness, I remain, means actually your mind essence is emptiness. So then you stay in that, recognize and be present, meditate. So that is like actually mind nature is called Dharmakaya. Our mind nature has three different aspects here going to share. This first aspect is Dharmakaya. When you meditate, your mind is empty. So that means your mind is Dharmakaya. So this one talking about absolute truth Tirikayas. Absolute truth Tirikayas. Usually we share Tirikaya means outer level Tirikayas. This inner level absolute truth Tirikaya. So no Buddha means not like, right? It's inner, our mind is Buddha. So when you see your mind is empty, is what nothing whatsoever to see, is vividly, clearly in that essence, which is I remain, means like you recognize your mind is Dharmakaya. Then we are Dharmakaya. or no? Okay, so another one is called all of that experience of unimpeded emptiness. Appearances arise, are obstructed and vividly clear. So this shows like emptiness means no nothingness. See, all of that experience of unimpeded emptiness is actually there. Like same as the crystal glass, right? No, Buddha is able to there. So now we can say like this Buddha image is emptiness because no exists there. But empty is seeing clearly there. It's no nothingness. It's like seeing it of unimpeded emptiness. What is seeing is unimpeded emptiness. It's called this true seeing is like unobstructed also, and also another words there is like transparent. Transparent or transparent? Transparent. Okay, transparent. See, this is transparent. So mine is like you saying the empty. That is transparent means no nothingness there. It's clearly there. Yeah. So it's very. These words, each one has a very powerful. Emptiness. Emptiness. Appearance arises. So appearance arises there. Always like appearance means mind nature is like clearly appearance is there. Unobstructed and vividly clear. Unobstructed. Transparency, right? Transparency, that's one is. So not like something physically block that one.
Right.
So it is there, but you cannot really destroy that one. You know, nothing can like remove that one. So it's the reason is not really physically form exists there. No solidly, right? Solid form. No object of something, no object. But it is there, so like its experience means like you recognize your own experience of unimpeded emptiness, appearance arise, unobstructed and vividly clear. It's vividly clearly there. Without bias or pervasive, uncompounded. So all beings has this nature. Without bias means like bias, like okay, someone has this, other people don't have like that, not like that. All beings has same. So this provides all the sentient beings. All beings has that. That is absolute truth nature. That's why without bias or pervasive, uncompounded. That is uncompounded, not compound of phenomena. So compound of phenomena is like distracting. This is undistractable. So that's why it's called Vajra. Like we have a bear and Vajra. So Vajra represents uncompounded. This is nature. So our mind is like uncompounded. Yeah.
It's not parts.
Yeah. No one.
It's just one thing. Compounded. That's what it means to me.
No one thing there.
No, the opposite.
Not really physically, nothing there.
Exactly. No parts.
Yeah.
A compound is something made out of different things. Uncompounded is like just this. No parts.
No part.
No little pieces.
That's also like kind of not really correct word to say like, because reason is like you, okay, this is a compound table, right? Uncompound means this is an uncompound something, another thinking about like you know you pick up yes and no something, you know, right and left. So then and exist, no exist. So this is a mistake. No exist, then they don't have a no exist too. Like we have a birth, right? So you go like right and left. That's called two extremes ways going, right? Thinking about. So that's why this is hard to for, like describe for others. It's beyond words, beyond expression, beyond the thoughts. That meaning is that why. Yeah. It's your brain thinking about something you're like intellectually here. It's incorrect already. Yeah. Because like our mind measurement, like kind of something, creating something there. Then like what our capacity, So we only thinking about, oh yeah, like that kind, like you already created something in your mind.
So does it mean like it's just not created, it's just there?
It's like not really, that means like say beyond our thoughts, means like your mind really cannot measurement.
It's an experience.
Yeah, it's kind of your own meditation, through the meditation own experience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about that way. So, example, your granddaughter don't know the United States. So you talk about the United States, she don't have any idea, only when this kind of like the different area, cities, like just only that thinking about like, okay, yeah, like that, okay, like that.
Just present, really.
So only think that part of like what she knows, right? So she didn't have thinking about the United States, like she never see because she young.
Right.
So she don't have capacity. You say, oh, US really big, bigger than like Vancouver. What kind of bigger Vancouver? What are she going to think about that? Yeah. Okay, like that. Okay, so example, your community home they have swimming pool. Your daughter go there, so okay, she see only that swimming pool. Home has something like small like play. Kids like kids has like some pool, so swimming pool, and she knows only these two. So you talk about this bigger swimming pool is like miles. I have one swimming pool is 3 miles, something like that. Okay, so to talk about that, she don't have any idea. She only thinking about your biggest swimming pool. Only think about that. Right? So then she cannot like more beyond that can think because her capacity. Yeah. Okay. So like that, our capacity. That's why it's beyond means. Oh yeah, beyond. Really, we cannot think. No, what we have to do only just here say log to your mind. It's then. That is our can do. Like. Low to our mind, and then just see your mind is empty, and maybe you really need to meditate. Then you can feel it's like present, it's clear, but this is nothing existed there. So you have to that is like here says, I remain means like you have to stay in that way. So that is meditating. Okay, so now it's uncompounded with the nature of a clear light. How wonderful. See, this mind, clear, present, emptiness is like, no one created that one. No, nothing physical form that one. So it's there. Actually always there, but we don't recognize. That nature is always there, never lost. When you are born, like beginning in some that nature until no. So we didn't recognize until no. Just we can say like that, We kind of proud, we can say, we know until right now we know.
How wonderful.
How wonderful, yeah. So anyway, that we didn't recognize that until no. Always there. Without bias or uncompounded. And with the nature of a clear light, how wonderful. It's very wonderful. Yeah. So that is a wonderful nature mind. This Malarepa, I think it's Rechongpa. He's disabled. He's disabled. They have very good stories in these areas, you know, too. Rechongpa is he has distractions. He like to see like external so beautiful, like kind of things. Like same is like right now we just wanted to see all so beautiful movie and all they're going on something right external level beautiful things, song, music, dance, or performance, many things. So Malarepa said nothing is beautiful. Only you look into your mind, you're seeing that it's the wonderful. So that is the highest perfect. So he, that time is Rechongpa. He think he's so wonderful. This animals, wild animals, and in Tibet, it's Chang means like one kind of a wild horse. So the wild horse is like stay in the wild, very high level, remote area, many like that, very fast. So he's seeing that, and then he just so wonderful. He just watched them, you know, like his mind. Then Malarepa said, "This is nothing wonderful." So if you see your mind, it's really wonderful. That's he says. That is the wonderful one. There's a very good stories. You can read that Malarepa story. Rechongpa and Malarepa is just each other, you know. Malarepa making him hard for him. To Rechongpa many times upset, you know. So he always has mind interrupted something object, distracting lots, obstacles, distracting. So that's Malarepa knows that's why he making him, you know, kind of harder. Okay, so that section is Sambonakaya. Our mind clear appearance is a Sambonakaya. Vividly clear. So though the last section is clear yet empty and empty yet clear. So this first two is like compounded together. Cannot be, you know. Have mind aspect as clear, empty. So no is this one is clear yet empty, empty yet clear. Clarity and emptiness indivisible. It's same beyond thought and expression. See, it's here, words is there. We talk lots already this one. Avira need this word. She has a lot of thoughts going on her mind. Oh yeah, like that. Oh no, like that. Oh yeah, I get. Oh no, I didn't get. Okay. Clarity and emptiness, indivisible, beyond thoughts and expression. This in a genuine state of a perfect bliss. So this is the perfect bliss. Genuine means like nature, absolute truth. Is the automatic Lord Avalokiteshvara. So if you recognize that nature, then you really practice like absolute truth, Buddha. So here is just mentioned about is the automatic Lord Avalokiteshvara means is the automatic Buddha Shakyamuni, is automatic Buddhara. They actually all the Buddhas means like that nature. So no is a difference, see, or other religions. Sometimes we see Buddhism has many Buddhas. Why sometimes Buddhists never believe gods, no accept gods. Then these other religions, many people have thoughts, draws. That's why you have so many Buddhas. You know, you don't accept one god, but sometimes you accept so many Buddhas. So it's different, you see. Other is all is come from is permanent. They accept a permanent God. Same is like we already talked, selflessness of a person. So that means like selfish. This God is come from opposite of selflessness of a person. That is called how to call this selflessness of phenomena, selflessness of a person. Side is like
Selflessness of phenomena.
Opposite.
Oh,
opposite.
oh, the opposite of selflessness?
Yeah.
So
Selflessness of a person.
So
Yeah.
inherentness. Inherent self.
Self, inherent self.
Yes, yes, yes.
See, other gods is come from inherent self.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good one.
God is permanent and inherent.
Yeah, God is a permanent, inherently existed there.
And unchanging.
Unchanging, the permanent. So Buddhist unchanging means totally different unchanging. The no exist. So that is unchanging. So then that is the Buddha actually see. Is the automic Lord Avalokiteshvara means. Then that is can be appeared to many different Buddhas. So no make sense or no? You think about it, other what the religions think and we Buddhism thinking about these gods, Buddhas.
What's the confusion between
It's-
Buddha nature and God?
Mm.
See that a God as a God inside.
God, yes, you see God inside is like selfish, selfless, how to say this, self-inherent, right?
Inherent.
Inherent, self-inherent.
So it's like think of God as existing in itself, like there's an entity that's God. But this, I just had it seems like the ultimate Lord Avalokiteshvara is not like an entity, it's more of a pervasiveness, almost, maybe, I don't know. Sort of like existing.
So you like self-inherent exist. So then God is here means like, if you think that is like become nothing different like non-Buddhist.
Yes.
So Buddhist is like, okay, we are Buddha means like, here, how to say, it's just like, without nothing whatsoever to see, really clearly, is there emptiness. Clear yet empty, empty, and empty yet clear. Clarity and emptiness indivisible. The beyond thoughts and expression, that is the Buddha. This innate, see, this is innate genuine state of perfect bliss. So now this actually where is appeared to come from is emptiness. Emptiness is nothingness, right? So problems people nothingness, emptiness is a thing, is the same. So emptiness means like here is clear yet empty and empty yet clear, clarity and emptiness indivisible. So it's kind of emptiness or nature emptiness. Then beyond thought and expression, thoughts and expression. So that's in the genome means that is the inner Buddha nature. That is the inner Buddhas. So Buddhas come from appear to that natural state. Yeah, in the nature. So then in the genuine state of perfect bliss is the automatic Lord Avalokiteshvara. Okay. So now we finish the teaching there. Do you have any questions? You can ask 1,000 questions.
1,000 to 0.
Yeah.
I'll give it good spike for you, so no, actually I am the best. I'm not suffering. Yes, heat come from all the behind and the body, but I don't need to like cover head.
So the last one, Khenpo, this last description, is that the Nirmanakaya then?
Yeah, Nirmanakaya. we say Namanakaya. Actually, this kaya is individual,
Right.
not really separate. Just we say. Actually, no, it exists there. So this what shows the Sambhogakaya, Dharmakaya, Namanakaya means actually not external level. It's inner, our mind has these all qualities. Yeah.
They're inseparable.
Yeah, inseparable means each Buddha has this same nature. Okay, Avura, please ask question, no? Really, she beyond the thought.
I have to be.
Okay, so now,
I have one question.
yes, please come.
With the, insight meditation, the Vipassana, would it be possible to lead us through a little bit of that type of meditation, like verbally talk us
Yes.
through that? And then that way we can,
So now we're going to meditate, yeah, practice together.
okay.